How do you feel, first of all?
Feel good.
What was it like watching for a few weeks?
Sorry.
What was it like watching for a few weeks?
It was hard because I love football, but I learned a lot. So I hope to implement that this weekend and going forward.
What did you learn, do you think?
I learned a lot. I want to keep that to myself. Might be a secret.
We were just talking to Eddie Pinero, the kicker, who's a Florida guy. You're also a Florida guy. You're going to have a lot of family and friends there?
Yeah. I knew him from Pete Bommarito's. We trained in the summer. Shout out to Pete. But, yeah, we're going to have some people, family and friends at the game this weekend. Be fun.
It's not that close, right?
No, but
what is it, 3 to 4 hour drive? Or what is
it's
it?
like a 9-hour drive.
9? Wow.
From where I'm from.
Okay.
But anytime you can get a trip to Miami, it's a good time.
Well, what are your best memories of your last game at that stadium last December with the 300-plus yards?
Yeah, it was fun. It was kind of like the big finale. But that was a moment in time, and I don't really I'm not going to go out there and try to run for 300 yards again. Of course I want to, but I think every game has a life of its own, so it'll be fun to go back.
Mike, do you have any specific goals here for you've had a really good rookie year before you got hurt. Any specific goals for the last quarter of the season?
Win. I just want to win, bro. That's all I care about. The yards will come. Touchdowns will come. I want to win because at the end of the day, if you don't got any championships, then you got nothing to show for a good career, in my opinion.
You touched on this a little before, but with Zach Wilson, he said when he was out for a while, it helped him in certain ways mentally and taking a step back. Are there some things you could put your finger on? I mean, you were playing well, but any benefits from sitting back and watching and now re-emerging?
Yeah, I think it was really cool to not only watch, my guys play and, watching different people play in the same scheme I am, the same exact offense, and then just seeing how they had success and how I could be better as a runner and out of the backfield. And then, watching also, opposing running backs. Last week was really cool for me and 2 weeks ago because Miles Sanders, who I met before, he's a good running back, even though he might not get the ball as much as he wants to. He's a good runner, so, I got to learn from him and just watch. I can learn from older, younger, everybody. So, and then, when Kamara came in and just seeing, a lot of people give me credit for breaking tackles in the open field, but, I shake defenders off. Alvin looks like he doesn't even, feel them. So I think it was really cool to, see how he runs and see how he can be savvy and get open and stuff like that. So, and then, for my own teammates, just seeing how I've been on Austin Walter was a good player. So just being able to watch him and understand that you don't have to use that twitch and quickness all the time. Sometimes you can just get downhill and run. And Tico's explosiveness and Ty and LP, just watching everybody run. So seeing how the run game can help the pass game out and vice versa, and just they having some success, especially against Houston where they ran the ball really well. So I'm excited to play this weekend and see if what I really felt like I learned is going to actually help. So we'll see.
How would you evaluate your rookie year to this point? Do you think a coach was saying beforehand that he thought you got off to a little bit of a slow start, and then you picked it up so much that they can't deny giving you the ball? So, I mean, how would you evaluate what you've done so far and what adjustments you've had to make to this level?
Yeah, I think slow start would probably be an understatement. Against Carolina, the game was faster than I thought it was, but then it slowed down. Not that it was a huge, but I was a little bit nervous. So, but I feel like I've gotten really comfortable, and always knowing I can improve. But I feel like I have what it takes to be one of the best backs in the league. So, I have to prove it.
Mike, you learned from watching, but it must have been tough too, though, right? You obviously want to be out there.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest part. Cause I got hurt in high school, and so I was out for a season. That's the only time I've ever missed a real season, and that was probably the hardest time of my life. Along my grandma died during the same time, so it was just a hard year. So it kind of prepared me for this, and it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't the end of the world for me. I only missed 3 games, but It's always hard not being out there with your guys and just because these guys feel like my family. Like, so
What year of high school was that?
my junior year, so that was don't feel old. I think that was 2015.
Right.
Yeah.
And what was the injury?
I tore my PCL, FCL, medial meniscus, so I was out for about 10 months.
Do you, sometimes rookies around this time of year run into a wall. Do you think that break kind of maybe refreshed you for this finish?
Well, we had to see how I do first, and then I'll let you know.
Take a couple more.
Is it hard to believe that the rookie season is almost over?
Yeah, this year been super long. Just from, if you think about it, like as a rookie in your first season, you go from spring football in college, and then you train the whole summer, and then you go right into the season, fall camp, and then you go all the way till, if you're playing the bowl game, January, and then you go right to training like the next week, and then you train all up until you typically have like the combine or pro day, which our pro day I think was in the end of March. And then when you go from March, you go back to training to get ready for the season, and then you go to get drafted. And the team picks you, and then you pretty much go be on their team for the rest of the year. So it's like nonstop grinding. And a lot of guys do hit that wall, and I feel like, cause you think about it, and then we got to play all 3 preseason games because we need the reps. So that's 20 games in the regular season, from preseason and regular season. And then if you make the playoff, I think it's 5 to win it. So that's 25 games. That's two college seasons, two in one game. So it's a long season. It sounds long, but it feels even longer sometimes. So I think I'm locked in. Don't get it twisted. I'm locked in, but the season is almost over. So just want to put my best foot forward.